let's see what awaits us this time around. We're gonna start with Kano. Because last time his father-in-law and his fiancée left a cafe because someone was causing trouble. Which I think was the reporter guy, but I think I changed things. So, thinking back to the way Tateno had put his life on the line to rescue a bunch of strangers, made Kano feel all the more raw about just tailing these syndicate members. Any crooks just wandering around wasn't going to bring Moriyasawa to safety. Of that, Kano was not certain. Shoot, it's bleeding pretty bad, he heard someone say behind him. He turned and saw two young men carrying another long wound. There was a towel wrapped tightly around the third's head. Hey, what happened? Kano asked. Shut your mouth, Kano launched. Okay, and the attitude, he's trying to help, another voice cut in. There's Sasayama. Had he finished dealing with the girl by the station then? What happened to your friend? Out of my way, man, I ain't afraid to kick your ass. Look, cut the crap and let me take a quick look. Sasayama wrapped the towel around the young man's head. Oh, that's nasty. Indeed it is. The young guy was a little more than a kid. His head was soaked red with blood. He appeared to be unconscious. Couldn't leave him like this, but they were in the middle of a job. She called juvenile affairs. They were in the middle of a job, but they couldn't just save him. Should probably take him to a hospital. He's pretty bad, so let's get him to the hospital. Kamo offered to help carry the bloody young man, but Sasayama stepped in front of him. He quickly flashed to you his badge. Oh crap, you're a cop. Sasayama nodded. Who are you kids with? Vamps. Shibuya's #2 gang leader, Sohei Kari, this guy has some big dealing with some internal strife. Look, don't worry about it, I get it. There's a hospital just down that way. Hurry up and get him there. The young man batted off Sasayama's offered hand and quickly hauled his friend away. Sounds like SOS is on the verge of breaking up with all this infighting, huh? Got him as he kept his eyes on the young men as they headed off. Yeah, seems like it's been pretty rough. You know, with the original leader leaving and all, detectives in juvenile affairs are well acquainted with SOS's original leader, Achi Indo. SOS was nothing more than a small group of like-minded young people all out together. As membership grew, general public began referring to the group as a gang. Back when Achi was in charge, gang members never started any conflicts, but simply responded in kind when others brought fights their way. The stories were like something out of some after-school special. There were tales of them taking down gangs with soul trucks and kicks, or breaking into Yakuza front offices to save their friends. I can see Achi doing that. Detectives of juvenile affairs took these stories with a grain of salt, but if there are really young people like that out there, I kinda hope to meet them someday. I bet you will. The detectives had to hurry to catch up with the man they were tailing. He was still strolling along, seemingly in no particular hurry. They kept him in sight as he crossed another pedestrian overpass and circled back around. Still following the same MO, huh? Sasayama grumbled. Guess so, Kano said. How things go with the girl? He was careful not to take his eyes off the mark as they talked. I managed to calm her down and get her on a train. She was going on a path. She wanted to go someplace far, far away, but whatever, it's all good now. I feel kind of bad about the whole thing, Kano said. Well, she's not pertinent to the case anyhow. Guess it's back to dogging this guy. Sasayama nodded to his suspect, looking none too pleased. So, Sasayama, I'm thinking the case is going to get handed off again any moment now, huh? Sasayama appeared at the mark who was scanning the plaza he just entered, apparently looking for someone. I take one side, you take the other, Kano suggested. Sasayama's eyes went wide. Say what, ma'am? That way we apprehend both perps involved in the handoff. Sasayama didn't reply. Look, HQ isn't thinking about the hostage's safety concept, but that needs to take priority here. Sasayama's face took on a rare solemnity. Disobeying a direct order is not something to do lightly. Why is this defined? Governed by Local Public Service Act. Article 32 states that a detective is to faithfully follow the orders of his superior in the course of his duties. Violating this is punishable by warning, reduction in pay, suspension, or dismissal. In the event of a warning, not only is the individual expected to submit a formal letter of apology, but pay raises may be delayed or performance bonuses cut. And after a moment he added, but I'm on board. I'm sick of all this wandering around anyway. That's the Sasayama I know, kind of replied with a chuckle. Sasayama gave him a silent thumbs up. The two detectives took up a position on opposite sides of the plaza. Kano called up Sasayama on his cell phone. You ready, he asked? Just give the word. There were only two non-Japanese people in the nearby crowd. Both were eyeing their surroundings anxiously. Kano was certain the handoff was about to take place, and then... Well, if it isn't Mr. Toriyama. Kano's ears perked at the sound of an aggressive greeting, the voice dripping with feigned cheer. Oh, hey. He rolled around to see two rough-looking young men confronting a father and his daughter. The older man looked pained. Please just hold on, he said placately. I thought we agreed on 4 o'clock? The young man snarled. Don't try and play dumb with us, buddy. It's nothing like that, I swear. My girl was hungry, so I just stepped out to... Yeah? How come you didn't just order delivery, huh? Ah, yes, great. I suppose that will work, too. Don't you aha me, man. Kano watched the argument uneasily. The stranger's altercation put him in a bit of a spot. The crook he was tailing probably wouldn't risk handing off the case in an uproar like this going on. What's going on over here? Sasayama asked. I'm not sure, Kano replied. It looks like it's some kind of argument. The suspects are going to get wary of us. It's going to screw up the whole handoff. Yeah, I know. So do something about it and get over here, Sasayama said. Find some way to shut them up and then get over here. Oh, sure, alright. Kano headed toward the argument. He was only halfway there when Sasayama called again. He sounded panicked. Hey, Kano. You made a run for it. Huh? Oh, crap. The man had been telling had vanished, and for a time Kano had taken his eyes off of him. Wait up! Kano shouted. Sasayama was racing after the suspect, and Kano rushed to join him. The man was surprisingly quick, however, and neither detective managed to catch up. In fact, they soon lost sight of him amidst the teeming crowd. Frantically, they dashed through the streets as fast and hard as they could. And that was a bad end. Oh, we lost him, Sasayama admitted at last. Damn it. He stamped his foot on the asphalt in disgust. Dr. Kuze, Kano gasped a while. Sorry, but we lost the man with the case. There's a heavy sigh on the other end of the line. Kano braced himself. He wasn't going to be able to weasel out this one with just a, I'll do better next time. Sasayama, Kano, get your asses back to the precinct. Kuze out. With that, Kuze switched off the line. Back to the precinct. Kano knew full well what that meant. They were off the case. There was a gnawing in his gut. If those two punks had shown up, no. If that father and his daughter hadn't turned up, he might have been able to apprehend the suspect. Alright. I see where this is going. Oh, I don't want to get you down, Sasayama said. I mean, paper pushing can be kind of fun. The look on his face, however, suggested he didn't think it was fun at all. Not one bit. With the air of 2 men heading to an execution, Kano and Sasayama trudged back toward the Shibuya precinct. Back to the precinct. Whoops. I meant to read that. Kano was taken off the case because he lost track of the suspect thanks to a random altercation nearby, and his glum conclusion was correct. If that father-daughter duo hadn't shown up, this wouldn't have happened. A certain someone needs to give these two better advice, and a certain other someone needs to meet up with them outside his or her house. Both of those are key to changing poor Kano's fate. So I told him to keep his head low. And just, okay. So he's meeting someone else? Sure, okay. We'll figure this out, because I remember with the reporter guy, I told him to keep his head down and just wander the area for a bit. So I should tell him to come back, but then I guess he's meeting someone at his house. Alright. But let's go to Achi. Because now there's no more cockroaches to make her faint to death. Just then a bit of light shone all the way from above. It looked like someone on the adjacent building's upper floor turned the lights on. Okay, now she saw a look in her eyes. He reconsidered his decision. She was trying her hardest to hide it, but she was clearly terrified. No way was he letting her go back there. Still, if he tried to insist, she would only refuse him again. He told me, he made me for a second. Tell me, what's the proper way? Okay, we got this. We went through all this. Yes. Alright. We went through this conversation already. So, let's see, where's the new stuff? Okay then, okay, if you're really that sure about it, I guess I could use the help a little while longer. Sammy flashed a little smile. Man, she's so cute, as she thought. Sneaking out from the alley, Achi and Hitomi began to make their way along the side streets back toward Dogenzaka. It was a pretty big detour compared to taking the main thoroughfares. But that would be worth it if it meant that they avoided the man with the cane. Hachi looked over at Hitomi as she walked alongside him. Her face was solemn. He could feel the intensity of her worry for her sister. Oh, well, look who's got himself a little cutie. The sudden call startled him. He spun around. Yo, Mean Clean, over here. Achi spotted a young man up ahead, sneering at him. Hey, weren't these the guys carrying their bloody friend? Yes, I were two others Achi recognized a lot. SOS. He told me let out a nervous squeak. Achi, don't worry about them. He let her on more attempted to stride right past the trio. Go away now, you just gonna ignore me? That's pretty damn rude, especially coming from someone who used to be an old buddy. The three toughs moved to bar Achi's path. Oh, she's hella fine. Why is that defined? No. Hella is somewhat unclear, but its meaning is undisputed. Very a lot of totally and the like. Potential oh my gosh, but hella fine include mighty fine, fine as hell, and bangin'. Great. Fantastic dictionary. Sorry, Manachi said. I'm in a bit of a hurry here. He gave him a tepid smile. A big hurry, huh? Where's who? Some love hotel in Maruyamacho? Too rich, I chimed in. She's a screamer, Achi? Why? Take a stereotypical way to poke fun at a would-be amorous couple, and I'll take Achi's name. There you go. They burst out howling like a gang of monkeys. Felt like a grinning idiot. Achi. Nope. Stop it. Achi felt his anger boil. These guys were in a sore need of a major ass kicking, but there's too much at stake. He was just gonna have to suck it up and ignore. We are going to go with A, because we already had kind of helped those guys to the hospital, so These guys were in some sore need of major ass kicking. Aji stepped up to the ringleader. And that is why his head is wrapped in a bloody towel. The tough dropped to the ground with a dull thud. I like how tough is the noun here. Oh, sorry, that was terribly rude of me. Aji kept his tone light and jovial, but he eyed the others like a hawk eyeing its prey. Is he gonna be alright? You tell me, murmured. She looked like the man Aji had laid out with some concern. He'll be fine. If that's all it took to knock him out, he's got no right to act all badass. Aji, huh? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Enter this guy. A taller man with an angry gleam in his eyes had appeared atop the steps nearby. He must have turned up during the commotion. He radiated a distinct aura of menace. That's me, Aji replied, just for you. For once it was someone he didn't recognize. The name is Yoji Kiryu. Really? He used to roll the game like Ikebukuro until a few months ago. Known as the Killer Whale Bukuro. He answered any and all resistance with his fists. His crazy antics led to him being kicked out of the game. However, and lately he's been hanging around Shibuya. I joined with SOS after you left. Now I am Susumu's number 2 guy. The newcomer stared at Aji's face, sizing him up. Our legendary founder, I've heard so much about you. The founder. Had been a long time since anyone had called him that. There'd been a bunch of arguing over who would take the charge of the new group that was forming to set things straight in Shibuya. At some point, folks have started hailing him as the force behind SOS. The founder. That was just something his buddies called him. He never paid him much heed. Shibuya was a place for fun, not hierarchies. At least in Aji's mind, that's how it ought to be. It's quite the belt buckle he has. Like how you busted up some man of some mean old drug dealers, prosperity pals from Yakuza, bonded. Captivity, any other types of yak will not be featured in this game. That's cute. You're a real hero. Kiryu's tongue slipped from his mouth like a snake. You told me, shuddered. Aji couldn't blame her for being creeped out. That's all in the past now, isn't it? Kiryu continued. You went modestly on your way. It's up to us now. And we've helped that Celeste girl by leaps and bounds to help carry on your legacy, no matter who stands in our way. That thought didn't sit right with Aji. If aggressive expansion was the name of the game was losing touch with its roots. It wasn't about keeping Shibuya safe and fun anymore. Make SOS bigger, huh? He said. I'm guessing that was Susumu's call as well. Kiryu didn't answer his question. His mouth merely twisted into a knowing sneer. In any event, I think these boys here need a little lesson in manners. The guillotine ought to do the trick. Capital punishment invented in 18th century France. Decapitation by means of a heavy blade descending from above. Named for physician Joseph Ignatz Guillotine, who advocated its use to the National Assembly. Both King and Marie Antoinette were executed by guillotine. Sure. The other gang members started an alarm. Whoa, hey, just calm down, man. Please, anything but the guillotine. Kiryu pointedly ignored their pleas. Whoa, hey, what's the guillotine? She asked. Kiryu smirked. The guillotine is the guillotine. With me worms, without a glance back, Kiryu strolled away. His two underlings followed him unhappily. Aji wondered what lay in store for them, but right now he had more important things to worry about. Come on, let's go. He took Itami by the hand, and they were back on their way. Oh, Itami perked up. That's me. She reached into her pocket and took out her cell phone. Huh? She stared at her screen with consternation. What is it? Aji asked. It's an email from Mr. Tanaka. Who's Mr. Tanaka? He works for my father. I'm not sure what I should do. I forgot who Mr. Tanaka. Oh, was Mr. Tanaka the weird guy that kind of cornered her father in the bathroom? I think that's him. Hachi remembered that the criminal had warned her against contacting her family or the police. She seemed reluctant to even open this message. I'm sure it's fine to just read an email, he said. Besides, he's not the police and he's not your family. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so who cares about his safety? He told me to scan the message. It sounds like he's worried about me, she said. Then does he know about the kidnapping? Yes, I know my father trusts him. And he's always been so... He told me to cut herself short. Still, it was clear to Aji that she and this Tanaka person had some sort of close relationship. I wonder if it's safe for me to let him know what the situation is. I think it should be, Aji told her. I mean, the kidnappers aren't going to know you sent an email, right? Well, if the kidnappers are really part of that group that tested out a virus, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Staring at her phone like a creeper. He told me to begin typing out a response. Achi washed over with speculations running through her mind. There's no way a mild-mannered young lady like her could be dating one of her father's co-workers. Oh, I can jump to this point. I haven't even reached that point in Osawa yet, so I'll wait. Unless she was all about finding herself a sugar daddy. No, he was being ridiculous. Achi banished the thought from his mind. Besides, he told me his personal life wasn't the problem right now. The problem was that psycho with the cane and the gun. Is something wrong, he told me, yes? She finished some degree. Oh no, nothing. Nothing at all. She did his best to look nonchalant. It was a good thing she couldn't read his mind. That you know of. The exit center guy and resumed their approach toward Dogensaka by way of Maruyamacho. Many hotels in Maruyamacho, they are not ordinary establishments, but rather sort of hotel where two people who are so inclined might... Okay, a couple heading to this kind of place in the early afternoon would without have to assume to be bent on. You might be wondering whether an option for these two to get up to mischief will appear as a selection from. Well, don't get your hopes up. This isn't that kind of game. Another wrong due to decrease the odds of running into the gunman. They made an unlikely pair. Scaffiachi limbs lackadaisically seemed to hide his embarrassment, and this purposefully to me. Hachi found himself watching her out of the corner of his eye. He could still feel her anxiety. He wished there was some way he could erase her fears. Hey, you tell me, mind if I ask you something? Sure, go ahead. Okay, so like, I realize this might be kind of a weird question, but on a serious face. What does the an echo from me? Like I know about helping the earth and all, but I don't know what it really means, you know? You tell me that for a minute. I'm pretty sure it's short for the English word ecology, which is the science of examining the relationship between man and nature. Oh. Subset biology that deals with the reciprocal relationship between organisms and their environment. Nowadays, the term can refer to cultural and social effects on the global environment. Latter usage can be broad and imprecise, making exact meaning somewhat difficult to define. Oh right, science! Pleased with himself, Aji chattered on excitedly. A faint smile crept back onto Hitomi's face. Say, you ever hear about that clean river here in Shibuya? A clean river? In Shibuya? Really? Ask 100 youngsters outside Shibuya Station the same question, you probably get that same answer 100 times. Yeah, the Shibuya River. You know, that drainage channel we saw earlier? Wait, that's the clean river you're talking about? By no reasonable definition of the Shibuya River what anyone will call clean. that's the one, Nachi granted her confusion. See, the river used to be clean a long time ago. I read about this old book called Science Strikes Back. Popular monthly magazine, abbreviated SSB, running for 29 years now. But the striped back appendix is still immensely popular with children. The woman who handles the home deliveries is known as the SSB lady, and children wait excitedly on the 25th of each month for her to make her rounds. I used to have that book, he told me, chirped, her eyes wide with the sun. You're talking about the bit with the river that got turned into a song, right? 1912 song Haru no Gawa, Spring Brook. Lyrics by Tatsuyuki Takano. And music by Teiichi Okano. It said that the song was inspired by the view of the upper course of the Shibuya River during Takano's childhood. In the modern day, a stone monument bearing the song's lyrics along the Odaku line between Yoyogi, Hachiman, and Sankubashi. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I did. And she felt a giddy rush at this unexpected connection they shared. Imagine there was still a clean, beautiful river here in Shibuya. It'd be the perfect place for taking a romantic stroll. He told me to look at Achi. She seemed to share his joy in this idea. Wouldn't it be amazing how she said if that dirty little channel could be clean like it used to be? It would. Maybe it's amazing as to look at Hitomi's face right now, Achi thought. He told me, tell me more ecology stuff. Hit me with every guy. She seemed happy to oblige, and so as they walked along, he told me explained the bits of knowledge she picked up over the years. Achi was quiet, hanging on her every word. The return to Togensaga became an impromptu environmentalism lecture. He told me to continue until she exhausted her ready knowledge. I just don't get it, Achi grumbled when she paused out loud. I mean, why is it a bad thing if the planet gets warmer? Wouldn't that make winter in places like Hokkaido very easier? No, you see, because if the whole planet gets warmer, it'll cause the whole ecosystem to collapse. Achi racked his brain. An ecosystem is what again? Is that like a solar system? Maybe just the cosmos for his imagination? No, not really, he told me. So it's more like a sound system. Like, not really. Oh, but anyway, you're saying the problem is with the oxygen? Carbon dioxide. Yeah, that stuff. I'm gonna have to cut down on that. Sure. That settles it, I declared proudly. No more soda. Yeah, carbonate. Oh, Achi. He told me first out laughing. What? I'm serious. You don't think you can do it? I'm sorry. Tommy said, catching her breath. Just... Her face froze, her mirth abruptly vanishing. Oh no. Huh? Achi stared at her face and what is it? How is he finding them? What is going on? He turned his attention in the direction Hitomi was looking. The man with the cane was bearing down on them. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Yes. How is this possible? This time he headed for the main road, hoping to get lost in the crowd. Hitomi struggled to keep up. She was exhausted after all their running. You can do it, he told her. The guy's got a cane. We cannot run him. You said that last time when he caught up to you. Yes, as I'm still hurrying after them. Once we get around the next corner, we'll be out of the main road. Yeah, okay. She strained to get the words out. Bit by bit, her feet were slowing down. It was another 50 meters or so to the main road. Hachi realized they might get caught before they got there. Sorry, Tommy exclaimed, but I gotta do this. He scooped her up in the arms. And the time scooped him out, Achi was already running for a while. Achi, please put him down. Don't worry, you're super light. Achi glanced back and saw the assassin now far behind break off his pursuit. But just as they rounded the corner, he heard the man call out to them. Say what? Achi almost stopped on reflex. Hold on, did he? He just shout my name? How the heck does he know my name? Quaking with unease, Aji slipped into the crowd. Who are you, game dude? Aji, could you please send me down now? A meek voice pulled him from his panic. Huh? He looked down at the girl in his arms. People in the crowd all around them were watching and chuckling. I mean, I'm really happy you saved me and all. But being carried around like this is, He told me I was blushing beet red. Aji's expression had gone pale. Aji, wait. Had he really heard that right? That's what it sounded like. He said he told me back on her feet, then used his shirt sleeve to wipe the sweat from his face. You okay? He told me I asked. When we were running just now, did that guy say anything? Not that I heard. No? Huh. Had he just imagined it then? Maybe. Aji was sure he didn't recognize the man. There's something weird about that guy, though, he told me, murmured. She furrowed her brow. No matter where we run, he keeps catching up to us. It's almost like he knows where we're going. Or he's using that camera system that his dad set up. Oh, okay. She was right. Finding a particular pair of people in a place of space, Shibuya bordered on the impossible, and yet somehow the assassin had tracked them down several times now. Yeah, she said. It's like he's got some way of locating us or something. You guys have an idea. That's it. What if they're doing the whole tracking thing, but like backwards? What? He told me his way. Okay, so you know how in police shows they always stick a tracking device in the bag with the ransom money? Like that, but backwards. Backwards isn't the right way to describe this, but Aji doesn't realize it. He does seem to know that a tracking device is at least a radio transmitter that can be located by a signal, and Japanese police sometimes refer to it as a beeper. Not to be confused, English slang time beeper meaning a pager. How the hell is this happening? Aji groaned. He reached for Hitomi's waist, ready to pick her up again. It's okay, I can run by myself. Aji took by her hand instead, and they raced into another alley. This guy was just not give up. In the far end of the alley, he could see a forklift parked beside a pile of cardboard boxes. Aji decided to throw the boxes through sewer, hop into the forklift, and drive it at the assassin. Oh, well, hey. We're gonna throw the boxes. Ugh. Aji snatched the nearest box, turned, and threw it at the man with the cane. The box was filled with something heavy. That ought to do some damage. He watched with satisfaction as he struck the assassin in the face. The man staggered sideways. Have another. One by one, Haji hurled every box in the pile. And one for the road. The last box was improperly sealed. It broke open as it struck their pursuer, sending several bottles flying. They shattered as they crashed onto the street, splashing red liquid. The assassin dropped to one knee, grabbing at his face with his hand. Aji looked on in surprise. He couldn't possibly have hit the guy with that. Peering at the man more closely, he saw that he was splattered in red liquid. Apparently, the stuff in the bottles had got to his eyes. Oh, now's our chance. Haji took off with Hitomi, leaving their pursuer kneeling in the alley. That was the weight loss stuff. Burning hammer. The ragged breathing echoed throughout the maze of side streets. How that worked, just to wind up fleeing for their lives again. Haji ground his teeth in frustration. Why is this? Two main types of teeth grinding. Subconsciously, while you're asleep, and as a response to anger or frustration. This is an example number 2. At the same time, Minoru Kawa is grinding his teeth while trying to keep to his schedule. Oh! Okay. So there's a couple of jumps here. He told me he ground when they slowed to catch their breath. I'm so sorry. He told me it was non-plus. Sorry, whatever for. I keep saying I'm going to help you, instead I just keep putting you in danger. Aji, no, if you hadn't been with me, I'm sure I'd already be dead. No, Aji hurried to cut her off before she could finish. Don't go there, please. He sighed and spoke again more quietly. I just want to help you. Clenching a fist, he looked up at the sky. A tiny sliver of blue was visible through the narrow gap between the buildings. He told me, hung her head. Honestly, I can hardly believe how much you've done for me. I do appreciate it, but still. The lengths you've gone to. Whoops. As she looked at his feet, then drew himself up. Well, I miss not just because of some gut instinct or your love for the environment, he said. There's another reason I'm doing this. There is? Hachi paused, searching for the right words. I've got a little sister. Her name's Suzune. She's cute and smart, kind of the exact opposite of me, you know? His voice took on an uncharacteristic solemnity. But she's got a weak heart, so she's in the hospital. This is the first we've heard of her, so okay. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, but what does that have to do with wanting to help me? Back when Suzune was first admitted, I'd go and visit her every day. But she... Hachi, you don't need to come visit me every day, you know. The quiet hospital room is Suzune's voice sounded all the more frail. What are you talking about? She said. You know I'm worried about you. I'll be fine on my own, really. Hachi, I heard that line before. The more she insisted she was fine, though, the more reluctant he was to leave her. Besides, aren't you the amazing guy who helped Shibuya hold Shibuya together? They need you out there. Hachi didn't know how to respond to that. Much as it was flattering to think he played some important role, he was just hanging out and goofing anything for his sister to be proud of. I'd rather spend your energy helping people who need it more than me. Possibly need help right now more than you. Hachi scratched his head in confusion, and his sister gave him a weak, tiny smile. You'll figure it out, she said. I'm sure they'll find you soon enough. I'll be fine. Suzune's face was pale, but her tone was firm. My big brother is gonna be out there doing his best to help people. That's what makes me happy. That's what keeps me going. Her voice was clear and unwavering, as if to head off his rebuttal. Alright, Hachi said. So then I guess, like, I'll just go out there and help people who are in trouble. Satisfied, Suzune smiled. Thank you. And you can promise me one more thing, of course. Anything you like. You dumped yourself on chest. If you're gonna help someone, make sure you see it all the way through to the end, okay? Okay. No calling it quits part way through, yeah? You got it. I just worry, Suzune said. I know you have a tendency to lose interest in things. Look, don't sweat it. I swear I won't give up on this. She stuck out his pinky finger. But I want you to promise me something in return. Promise me you won't let this thing beat you. Suzune hooked her little finger around her brother's. Her sad smile fragile as glass. And so, there you have it, Hachi said. Kind of a rubbish story, I know. Not very funny. So your sister's heart condition is pretty bad? Hachi nodded. You know, she caught me amazing. Nothing amazing about me. Suzune, she's the amazing one. She's been in the hospital so long, and so much pain, but she never complains. All I do is hang out and goof off with my friends. He gave a shrug. But I just kept thinking about how happy she'd be if I really did help people. It turned out that finding people in the need hadn't been all that simple. The only helpful thing Hachi had been able to think of was going around picking up trash. And that's why Suzune's idiot brother left SOS to be Shibuya's garbage man. Did your friends know? You told me us about your sister. I didn't tell them. I don't want to pin this all on her being sick. Ah, I see. At least now you told me I understood what the fight with the local toughs had been about. Why do they keep saying toughs? The sound of approaching footsteps jerked them back to the present. Again, Cane Man. He walks pretty fast. The man with the cane appeared at the end of the alley. He raised his gun. There's no time to flee. Quickly stepped in front of Hitomi. If you shoot us here, people are going to come running, he said. I'm guessing you don't want to get pegged from her. The assassin didn't flinch. Stay out of my way, Achi. This time there is no doubt. The gunman had spoken Achi's name loud and clear. How do you know who I am? The man stared at him with the sights of his gun. She has to die, Achi. It's for your own good. What? What does he mean? Tommy whispered. Achi, what is he talking about? Achi's mind was a whirl. Things were coming at him too fast for him to process. I don't know this guy. He told me, please, you have to believe me. But Timmy took a doubtful step away from Achi. The assassin didn't miss his opening. He quickly aimed at her. Cut the crap, man. What do you mean killing her is for my own good? Once she's dead, you'll understand. What? The gunman's fingers tightened on the trigger. To be continued. Okay. I had to keep out here. Let's see Tama's. Can I can't do that yet. Okay. Can I? Nope. Okay. Let's go back to Achi. Let's go to the first jump. Yep. Jump. Here, take a look at this, huh? Osawa could never anticipate what he saw in the LCD. His email for him to me, stifling an exclamation. He scanned the contents of the message. There's a man following me. He has a gun and I think he's trying to kill me. I'm safe for the moment, so try not to worry. The kidnap warned me told me not to contact my family or the police. Please keep this email a secret. But didn't he tell me to give the kidnapper the ransom, Osawa said? What could anyone want with her now? Tanaka shook his head uncertain. He wouldn't know any better than I would, I suppose. Do the police know about this? And if so, why haven't they said anything? He felt himself start to tremble as he searched for answers in Tanaka's silent gaze. Do you think this could be related to that other thing? I doubt it. If it were, why would they go after Hitomi, you mean? Okay. I suppose you're right, but Osawa is shaking out right now. Tanaka laid a hand on his shoulder first. Just calm down and let's think about what we know about the kidnapper. His composure helped Osawa keep himself under control. This is an interesting point of view. We've taken Maria, the vice director, continued directly, along with a ransom of 50 million yen. And now they're after Hitomi, his gaze sharp. So do you think this could be someone with a personal grudge against you? Grudge? And so I considered he couldn't think of anyone who would have a reason to attack. Even too confident virus research since his time in school would have formed any hostile rivalries. He didn't have any enemies that he knew of, maybe so much jealous that became head of the lab, he suggested doubtfully. He had his position for years at this point. Why would that spur someone into kidnapping his daughter now? Has anything happened recently? Tanaka asked. Anything strange since he got back from overseas? Since I got back? I saw his heart skip to beat and started pumping faster. The first thing that came to mind was the solicitation he got from the American lab. If he accepted the offer, it would put Koshi the pharmaceutical in quite a bind. Possibly enough to warrant someone holding a grudge over it, but only the other person who knew about it because the transfer right now was his wife. And she snitched because her father is in charge of the Okoshi pharmaceuticals. So I did it. No, so I said nothing. Not that I can think of. He couldn't bring himself to discuss the transfer with Tanaka. Nope. I knows about the transfer and told her father, who's in charge of the pharmaceutical company, and so they're probably kidnapping his daughter for leverage against him. He felt a surge of guilt for contemplating leaving his trusted assistant behind. If he did make the move to America, he planned to recommend that Tanaka replace him as department director. Still, he didn't expect that to make up for his abandonment. Alright, I'll see what information I can find then, Tanaka said. The kidnapper had been in any contact with either family or his employer, but Tanaka was outside of the circle. He knew how to handle himself in discussion. No one cares about Tanaka. I'm so sorry I have to put this on you, as I said. And thank you. For now, let's see if we can get Hitomi to etching somewhere you must. An uncomfortable thought occurred to Osawa. He blurted without thinking. Why do you have my daughter's contact information on your phone? Tanaka gave him a worried look. So I promise I can explain once all of this is over. What? And with that, he stepped out of the bathroom. Getting a little too close to Hitomi, huh? Something in the tone of his final words left Osawa torn. Could it be that? Tanaka and Hitomi were dating? He hoped really for that not to be the case. Their age difference, along with the idea of the staring on, let alone so many other considerations. Tanaka is 40. Hitomi is 19. Twice her age? Yeah. They could not date or fall for age. There are many couples such an age difference between them while another happy, committed relationship. But why do they contact you? Trying to put aside his paranoia, Osawa resumed struggle with the clog and the toilet wire system. Most toilet clogs are caused by buildup of flushable paper toilet products, or by solid objects inadvertently dropped into the toilet bowl. On very rare occasions, they can cause by someone taking a dump that happens to be that big that it gets stuck in the pipe. Apologies to anyone who might be eating right now. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. Kajiwara appeared, still toasting the bucket. He just looks so creepy. You seem to be having a lot of trouble there, sir. You made it sound like the whole mess was Osawa's fault. Of course I am. I never had to do this before. Really, I think the research you do would be a lot more difficult than this. Fixing toilets gives me far more trouble, I'd say. So it would seem. Kajiwara stood watching as the whole of Osawa's efforts made an interesting show. I don't know the first thing about viruses, sir, but I don't find unclogging toilets to be that difficult. Oh yeah? So then how about you fix the damn thing? Kajiwara was a world-class pro at pissing people off. Are you sure you don't mind? The detective asked. What? Be my goddamn guest. Osawa shoved the plunger into Kajiwara's hand. What was that? Oh. Leaving the detective to handle the toilet, Osawa marched back to his study. He turned on the CD player and lay back on the sofa, squeezing his eyes shut. He was seriously on edge. Kajiwara had totally broken his stride. What now? The door to the study slid slowly open. It's Detective Kajiwara, sir. Please don't come in here without asking. My apologies, Mr. Osawa. I just wanted to inform you that the toilet has been fixed. Right, fine. Osawa hardly cared. He just wanted this guy to give him a little peace. Oh my, is that really you have to say, sir? Nary a compliment or encouraging word? Maybe a good job, Kajiwara, or you're getting a promotion, detective. Osawa blew out his breath in expiration. How? How are you a detective? I'm not sure I get your meaning, sir. You are completely clueless. I like to ask your superiors to replace you with a detective who knows how to take his job seriously. Mr. Osawa, with all due respect, it's unusual for a precinct detective like me to be stationed here at a victim's home. Sir Point, not to brag, sir, but I happen to be an exceptional detective. Kajiwara beamed with pride. He still has like toilet water gloves on his hands. Why didn't he take those off? In fact, I made an excellent showing in a superstar detective contest we had on our police social media service. Online platform primarily features allowing people to connect with one another. Police exclusive social media network. Poxy is very strictly regulated, with any abusive language, slander, sexual content, or lame jokes deleted almost immediately. For a moment, Osawa thought the bolt of anger that shot through him was the onset of a stroke. How could a single person be so utterly infuriating? And you can't tell anyone about this, Kajiwara went on obliviously, but this summer a new detective manga is starting up based on your lore. Plan for serialization. The chapter titles have already been decided. Fabled Detective Kaji. Kaji howls at the sun. Kaji rides the rails. Kaji at daybreak. Detective Kajak. Kaji, Queen of the Street? No. Look out, Kaji. Kaji on the edge. Dance, Kaji, dance. Space Detective Kaji, and so forth and so on. I spat out a peal of faint laughter. Manga? I can tell you all about the plot, sir. Would you like to hear about it? No. I would not. Oh. It's about a telecommuting detective who solves major crimes using just his wits and his computer. Surely you'd like to hear about that, sir. I really wouldn't. I know I may not look like it, but I'm pretty handy with computers. Really? Kajiwara's eyes drifted over to Osawa's desktop. Oh! No! That's a fight. That's a fight. I would have to fight him right then and there. What? Right now my dog is coming up to me to play. No. No. Okay. His hand darted to the mouse. In a matter of moments, he cleared the screensaver and booted up a red bar. Hey, Osawa, don't touch that, but he was too late to stop the detective. What? The monitor showed the page for AyaNet, a fan page devoted to Aya Kaneki. Osawa's imminent rage strokes beginning to make his vision grow fuzzy. You come to this site regularly, sir? Regularly? Ah, well, I'm not sure I'd, Osawa showed off, feeling the heat of a blush flare on his cheeks. There's a lot of stuff in the site. Is there a section you primarily spend time on? Well, I mean, for my part, I really goes to the fan forums when folks 40 and over. Aha! With twinkle of curiosity in his eyes, Kajiwara appeared at the computer screen. Having his privacy invaded to this degree was the ultimate disgrace. Alright, Osawa huffed. You're an amazing detective, Kajiwara. It's incredible. I see you in a new light now. Now would you please get the hell out of my room? He tried to usher Kajiwara back. Oh, please leave me alone. He got up to leave the study. Either I leave or Kajiwara. He should leave. Alright, so the detective said, alright, I understand. I'll leave. Before that, Kajiwara slipped his hand in his pocket. I don't need a damn banana. It's not that, Mr. So I have something that I think may be important to you. He held a small plastic bag. Inside was a scrap of paper of some sort. What's that? Osawa asked. This is what was clogging the toilet, sir. Some hesitation, Osawa took hold of the bag. Huh? That's... The passenger name here is listed as Kenji Osawa. A plastic bag was a plane ticket, specifically the one for his upcoming flight to the U.S. the following week. He left it out on his desk. How had it wound up getting flushed down the toilet? This looks like it's pretty important, sir, Kajiwara said. I must say it was pretty careless of you to accidentally flush it. A wry sort of smile came to his face. Although, the detective added, I suppose the question of who flushed it is another matter entirely. I did it. His wife did it. Osawa was at last for words. Someone had tried to flush his plane ticket on purpose. He was sure of it. He knocked on the door to Aya's room, but there was no response. It didn't look like she got back home yet. Osawa let himself in. They had separate rooms. The stinging scent of a perfume pervaded the room, which was decorated all in white. Clothes were strewn all about as if to put her slovenliness on display. She'd been like this ever since they got married, and Osawa had long since stopped caring. It must have been I who tried to flash the ticket. He knew she didn't want him going to America, but still, couldn't she have found a better way to get rid of it? Thanks to her, he been stuck hunched over the damn toilet, fighting with the blender. Osawa sat down on the bed amidst the brand name clothing. Then he spotted something odd by his feet. It was a gold cigarette lighter, just when an eye had picked up smoking. Osawa picked up the lighter and set it on the shelf next to the bed. He stared out of the room, but stopped as he noticed a scrapbook on the bookshelf. The rest of the shelf was filled with fashion magazines, so the scrapbook definitely drew his eye. Curious, he took it down and opened it. Who is it? The book was filled with articles and write-ups about the results of Osawa's research and the company's various achievements. Why would she have that out in the open like that, though? This girl's dumb. Flipping through the pages took him on a trip down memory lane. There was even an old company memo welcoming Tanaka on board as his new vice director. There was a photo of Osawa shaking Tanaka's hand at the party celebrating his new position. It was a little peculiar to think that she had bothered to keep something so trivial. A series of magazine articles was nestled between the pages further into the book. These hadn't been clipped out for inclusion in the scrapbook itself. Osawa glanced through them. Floundering Okoshi Pharmaceutical arranges marriage of political convenience. It was a self-indulgent piece from some rag called Four-Star General Gossip from right after he and Aya got married. In the piece at first run, he'd been too furious to read it. Now he gave it a quick looking over. It was pretty much exactly what he had expected. It talked about how one of the corporate directors had sacrificed his own daughter in order to keep one of his researchers on board. I know what sacrifice means, thank you, but I appreciate this increasing humor to these definitions, though. Allowing someone else to come to harm for one's personal gain. In this case, the term is used figuratively, not literally. Referring, of course, to Makino offering Osawa Ai's hand in marriage. Rumors about a marital strife between the newlyweds. The article went on to talk about how Ai had been dating another man before she and Osawa had gotten married. Ooh, did I date the guy who's currently running around on a cane trying to kill Hitomi? The whole thing was a bunch of puerile rubbish. Any marriage involved in some kind of calculated self-interest, after all. Whatever the reasons for their union, nothing changed the fact that I was now his wife. With a faint sigh, Osawa put the scrapbook back on the shelf. Feeling disconsolate, he returned to his study and began flipping through his CD rack. His eyes scanned Ayakamiki's album for Tomorrow, Forevermore. A lot of her more experimental numbers were on that album. Given how discombobulated he felt right now, this is what he needed to hear. Again, Osawa reflected on how there had been a time when he didn't care about music at all. He simply purchased copies of the most popular CD for the moment as birthday presents for his two girls. And that had just happened to be an album for Aya Kamiki. He told me he was thrilled by the gift, but Maria hadn't seemed terribly fond of it. Next day, she tossed her copy back on her father's desk. Figuring that throwing away would be a waste, Osawa had stuck the CD into his computer to give it a listen. He was immediately bombarded by an intense beat bolstered by bold, uplifting vocals. Kamiki wrote her own lyrics, which did a fine job conveying the emotions of a teenage girl. Osawa could hardly believe it. To listening to his phone track, he was well and truly hooked. Before the day was out, he purchased her entire... he muttered. For Tomorrow should have been in a CD rack, but there was no sign of it. Where the heck is it? Why isn't it here? For a moment he wondered if he was going crazy, and then he remembered. It was at the lab. He wanted something to listen to on break at work, so he brought the album there. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Not being able to listen to it made him want to hear it all the more. It wasn't like he'd just go out and buy another copy right now, either. He just had to borrow the copy he'd given to Tomi all those years ago. Unable to contain his need to hear that music, he went into Tomi's room. There he quickly rummaged through the CD rack beside Star's bed. Part of him felt like he was being a little sneak thief. According to the email Tanaka had shown him, someone was trying to kill Hitomi. Under the circumstances, he knew that what he was doing was ridiculous, and yet he still couldn't resist the impulse to find the CD. But his efforts were to no avail. There were no Ayakimiki CDs in the rack at all. Alright, continuing on. Osawa pulled out every CD on the rack, but they were all classical music. He slumped back in disappointment. It had to be somewhere else here in her room. He's gonna find something else. Osawa jumped to the sound of himself and fumbled to get out of his pocket. Makito's name was displayed on the LCD screen. I'm out front. That was all Makino said before hanging up. Hurriedly, Osawa began tidying up the CD rack. As he worked, he thought about what he was going to say to Makino. Choosing someone that had violated corporate policy to such unethical ends. It sullied his research. Osawa wasn't about to let anyone get away with it. And yet, as he was about to leave Hitomi's room, a sudden uncertainty gripped him. He hesitated. Did he have any right to condemn Makino for running trials in secret? His hand began to sweat as he gripped the doorknob. No, he didn't. Uh-oh. How could he? His hands were dirty and all this too. We just need this. We just need to keep this a secret, just between us. Wait. What? It'll be fine. We've already cleared animal testing. What? He tested too? The memories hovered. Osawa himself had already managed the antiviral to someone, hadn't he? To who? Who'd you give it to? It was the only way. Did you give it to Hitomi? Ah! Did he give it to one of the girls, and that's why the kidnappers took Maria? But Hitomi's the one that carries it in her blood. Buttering to nobody in particular, Osawa trudged towards the front of his house. To be continued. Okay. So, with Achi... that was the first jump. The second jump. Alright. Let's see what's happening with the reporter dude. Yep. Can we... did I skip it? Uh-oh. Let me make sure I didn't miss it. Oh, it was ground teeth. I'm an idiot. Okay. Minori looked at his wristwatch and grinded his teeth. By the way, what self-impression do you have of this wristwatch? Just respond with whatever happens to come to mind. What? What? That's weird. Does the wristwatch play an important part? I don't... Okay, damn, is it that late already? You need to head for the sales demo. The surveillance camera article wasn't done, but he just had to leave it where it was for now. As he was slipping his laptop back into his bag, his cell phone rang. He looked at the screen, saw Chiaki's name listed as the incoming caller. Was she done with her interviews? Hurriedly, he picked up. Chiaki, how's it going? Several wet sniffles came through the receiver. Hey, are you crying? It's no use. Chiaki's voice is indeed punctuated by sobs. People won't stop to talk no matter how hard I try. Oh, come on, this again, really? I can't do it. Don't worry about paying me. Just please, let me go home. Minorikawa was already operating on a too tight schedule. He didn't have time to worry about Chiaki on top of it. Look, just slow down and take a breath. Try and keep at it a little longer. He should have seen this coming. When he first called her, her shyness was practically pathological. But if he cut her loose now, all his frustration would be for nothing. But I can't do it, Chiaki whined again. Please just forget you ever called me. Oh, okay. She hung up before Minorikawa could get another word in. He tried calling her back, but she didn't pick up. Damn it, Chiaki, don't you dare bail on me. Needing money for his coffee on the table, Minorikawa jumped up and bolted from the cafe. I wonder if I should have gone back further, so that I could have told that Dad not to wander around and come back to the newspaper place. Minorikawa looked around, but there was no sign of Chiaki. She bailed. Minorikawa dropped to his knees in despair. His last hope had up and left. There was no one else he can even ask. Damn it. Alright then, fine. I'll do it myself. He dragged himself back to his feet. Alright, listen up. He shouted to the passing crowd. I'm doing street interviews here, starting now. You guys, shut up and help me. I mean, don't shut up, but help me. He wound up blowing away too much time just to get 2 pages worth of content, leaving himself unable to finish the other articles. In the end, the issue of Forest High General navigated to the newsstands, and head publishing went down for the count. Okay. That's definitely the bad end. Without Chiaki, Minorikawa just couldn't get the gossip fish. What made her run off, though? Chiaki shows up in Kano's story at 12:10. One of the decisions there is what ultimately puts her over the edge. Yeah, I should have probably just ignored her. Well, I'll fix those terrible mistakes next time.